Hi, welcome to Stamping with Teresa tonight. We've got a lot to go through tonight. First, I'd like to thank the ladies that joined me for my online party the other night. Yes, and some ladies did win some prizes, so I'm just going to go through who won the prizes for that. So, Kaz, you won a ribbon. So thank you for joining, and I will get that to you. Tanya, you got 2 questions right, and I'm not actually going to say what the questions were because if I'm using them again on Saturday, I don't want people to hear. So Tanya, you got some beautiful candy dots and some lace, so thank you for that. Neroli, you also got some ribbon tonight as well. And Cara, you got some scrapbook paper. You were the only one that sort of showed a little bit of interest in the scrapbooking, so you actually got the scrapbook. It's a beautiful pack that I've had and haven't opened, and yes, and I just wanted to share it and give it to someone. So I will get those gifts off to you ladies through the week, so that's exciting. Okay, so also we have got our share what you love, and this is a beautiful promotion that has started on the 1st of May, and it goes through until the end of May, and it's just before the new catalogue starts, and it's just some of the sneak peeks of really what's in the catalogue that you actually get to purchase before the catalogue, because Stampin' Up's 30th birthday, they wanted to give people, all you customers, something special as well. So they have a Just Getting Started bundle, which is just beautiful. So we have, in that bundle, we have our stamp set, Love What You Do stamp set, which is this one here, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then we also have an e-block, some inks, some very vanilla cardstock, and you get free notelet cards and envelopes in that. So you get free 20 notelet cards and envelopes in Just Getting Started bundle. Now the Just Getting Started bundle is for the new stamper, someone that's never stamped before. You've sort of got everything in there that you're going to need, and you've got the new ink pads as well. A little more please bundle is for the person that can just do that little bit more. So they get the cardstock. You get 2 free gifts in this one. So this one's for $159.75. The first one was for $98.75. So you get the rich raspberry, beautiful velvet ribbon. It's just absolutely gorgeous to work with. I've been working with it today. You get your designer series paper. You get 2 stamp sets. So we also get this beautiful alphabet stamp set that's also got an angel policy in it, which I just love the fact that the angel policy is in there. And then you have got to have it all bundle. Now, if you go onto my Stampin' Up site, which I've actually popped onto my Facebook page, that you can just click into, it will go straight to the link, and you can actually order online. We have our hostess code, which I think I popped on there too, so that you can actually put that in the account where in your shopping basket area there's a spot for you to put it in. Okay, so I wouldn't miss out on this. I'd jump in there and get that as soon as you can, so you can get a little bit more out of our new catalogue. So this is one of the cards that I made up. So this is the card that I had done today with in a class with some of the ladies. And this is the one that we actually made at Centre Stage. So it's absolutely beautiful too. Okay, I'm feeling like I don't have anyone on here with me yet, but hopefully someone will come on soon. The pearl doilies, why have we got pearls? The pearls are just absolutely amazing because it's 30 years and the 30-year anniversary is pearls. You can do things like notepads, and this was a gift to me the other day, and it's got the new paper on it. I just love it. Thank you, Claire, for that. That was absolutely gorgeous. So we've got our designer series pack, which has got all the colours in it, and I love the fact that the mint macaroons come back over because that was one of my favourite colours. Now their designer series paper is just to die for. It's got pearl essence all the way through it, and I don't know, I'm going to pull the plastic down a little bit. I don't know if you can actually see the pearl essence in that, but the little flowers and that have got pearl. Oh, if I can get the, yeah, I think I've got the light on it now. So you can sort of see it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm talking about the designer series paper because remember we're doing 4 weeks of designer series paper and how to use it in cards. So last week we did 10 quick cards. Tonight I'm going to make another card, but yeah, we'll see how we go with this one. So I started preparing it a little bit earlier because it's got a few pieces to it, and I'll just give you the measurements anyhow. So our designer series piece of paper, which I'm using our new one, and so this piece measures 15 centimetres by 13 centimetres, and this is going to be our cover of our card. And then you're going to have 6 pieces that are 14.5 by 12.5 centimetres, and so you're going to have 6 of them. So on 3 of them you're just going to fold them in half. Okay, so we're just going to fold 3 of them in half. So I've got 3 there, and then when you open them up you're going to actually stamp out an image in the centre, and I've decided to go with my favourite stamp set again, Animals Outing. So I'm going to bring the camera back down just so that you can actually see what I'm doing down here. Okay, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have stamped out the little kangaroo just to save a bit of time. So you can sort of see that I folded the card, and this card was 14.5 across and 12.5 in the width, in the length, I mean, sorry. So I've stamped out the little kangaroo, and on this one, on the fold, I've stamped out Wild About You. Let's hope this card all goes together because I haven't made one yet. And this one, I did the little rhino, so he's there. So we're going to just colour them in with the blenders really, really, really quick. So I'm just going to come in, I love blenders because they are so quick. So we're just going to quickly come in and colour them. I mean, you can spend a lot of time colouring, and if I had a lot of time I would. Got half an hour, so I want to get this little card made up for you tonight. I'm not looking up, so if you do pop on, hello and welcome to tonight, and love to just keep seeing people come on and acknowledge. So just pop a little mark and like or a thumbs up or even a comment if you're on there. So we're just colouring in with the light smoky slate. So I'm just going to colour the whole of him sort of thing. These blenders just work so beautiful. So I'm just going to come down a little bit on his nose, not much. Okay. And now I'm going to come in with the darker one. So I'm just going to come in with the darker one. So we're just going to come in and highlight some different areas with the darker marker. So I'm just going to come back in and highlight that area, and a little bit around his mouth and around his feet. A little bit around his area here. A little bit around his back. And look, honestly, you can, like I said, take a long time to colour if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you how quick you want to do it. But then we're going to bring the light one back in over the top of this and just blend it all through. So just in little circular motions, come through and blend all that back in. So just go back over everything again. If you want to leave some spots a little bit lighter, you can. You just don't go over them. It just blends it all back into a nice little coat. Okay, so that's him a little bit done. So we're just going to bring in our little bird. So we're going to do our bird in Calypso Coral. So I'm just going to quickly come in through here, and we're going to add another colour on that too. So I've had no lights yet, so I'm taking it that no one's around tonight. So you can watch this afterwards anyhow, so that's good. Okay, so we've got our little bird happening there. Just once again, you can use your stamp blend. It just is a clear one that you can actually blend and remove a bit of colour. So you can just remove a little bit of the dark colour if you want to out of there. Okay, so that's our first one coloured in. I just might put a little bit of grass on there because he is sort of sitting in a little bit of grass there. I'll just bring in a little bit of grass along there. Now he really is so cute. Okay, so our first little one coloured in, so that's quite cute. So the next one we're going to colour in is our little root. So I'm going to do the koala bear in a light grey. First, just bring in our little bear. It's really cute. There's little koala sitting out of the kangaroo's pocket. So I'm just going to come in with, oh, and there goes the phone. Sorry about that. I'm not quite sure who's ringing me at this time of night. Most people know that I'm on Facebook at this time of night, so obviously could be a telemarketer. That's okay. They can leave a message. I will get back to them. And then my phone normally takes my mobile that I'm videoing on. Normally starts to ring when they can't get me on the home phone, so they think, oh well, I'll try the other phone. Okay, so this is really cute, the little kangaroo. So I'm using bronze, and it's a really lovely type of brown here. And I'm just going to colour in his tail. It's an interesting little card that we're doing tonight. It's got three little pockets, three little sections. And I did do a little bit earlier on it today, just so that it didn't take quite as long tonight to do. And we're just going to come in with the ivory in the middle. So I'm just going to come in with the ivory in the middle, just to make it a little bit lighter pouch here. And just behind the little koala. Beautiful. And you can bring the ivory then over the bronze and it will just change the colour a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, so that's our kangaroo done as well. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to fold our other three pieces, and I've actually taken the circle framelits, and these are in the just show you what ones these are in the layering circle framelit. So you get different layering circles in here, which is really, really lovely. So what we do with these is we measure up 3.5 centimetres from the top of the card here to the centre of the framelit, because that's where the cut mark is in the centre of the framelit. So to the centre of the framelit to there is 3.5, so it will be 3.5 roughly there. So you're going to fold the card in half, and then you're going to fold it back. So what I do is do the folds first, and then put it on the framelit on it. Okay, so I'm getting messages from my daughters to see if I can babysit, I think. So once again, just fold them back. So you're going to do the three of them like that. Okay, so we're going to actually add our cards together now. So I'm just going to grab the glue, and I'm just going to go around this side up to the score line and just a little bit down there. Okay, so we're going to add our first card on top of our second card. And the good thing about using the Tombow glue, liquid glue, is that you can just slide him around a little bit so that he sits nice and neat on top of each other. And that wasn't very neat, Teresa. I'm going to just see if I can lift that off a little bit. Okay, so we've got our first one on, and that was not, I've got sticky fingers. That wasn't really neat. And then we're going to bring this one. I'm always very mindful of the time and how much time. Half an hour goes so fast. So then we're going to bring our rhino on. Now hopefully I'll line this one up a little bit better than the last one. So now we've got like 3 panels. So we've got our kangaroo, we've got Wild About You, and then we've got our rhino. So we're going to now come down with one of our first cards, and we're going to glue just to the score line. So we're just going to put the glue on the panel to the score line. So that first panel to the score line. I have got really sticky fingers now. Okay, so we're going to line this one up to there. Now you can add a lot more to this. You know, you can add a lot more to this centre one, which I haven't done tonight. I'm just actually, you can add some grass to it, which I will get out the flamingo stamp set in a minute because that's got grass in it, and I'll just share with you how to do that. So, okay, just before we go on to the next one. Okay, let that dry a little bit. So this has got a little bit of grass in the flamingo one down the bottom here. So I'm just going to take that out, and we're going to pull the grass out and stick that on one of our blocks. Okay, now I'm going to use one of our new, sorry, my fingers are just sticky, so I'm just going to unstick them. So we're going to use one of our new colours. It's called Close to Clover. Call Me Clover. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about our ink pads. You just stick them up like a cosmetic, and then they slide in like this. Underneath you have a strip to actually go on the inside of your ink. So you can actually put that on the inside so you can see the colour, and you've got the Call Me Clover, and you can pop that on the front panel. But I'll do that later. So this is a little bit of a brighter green, but we can actually just bring some grass paneling along here. I'll probably bring in a little bit of soft suede with it too. So you sort of can see that the kangaroo is in around that, so I'm just going to do that. So I might do that to the others before I pop them in, add some grass to them. It's probably easier to have done it before, so we'll just do that, and I'll just do it to the third one as well. Yeah, they're all pretty much the same size. Okay, so these are beautiful cards. It's been a long time since I did one of these. I mean, I haven't done one, that's what I said before, I haven't made one for a while. So it's just remembering what I had done. I used to make these years ago when I had my shop. So I used to have the scrapbook shop, so and used to do card making in there. So this is a pattern that goes way back then, this design. So we've got our kangaroo in there. So we've got Wild About You. So once again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just get the Tombow glue, and we're just going to glue the panel. Yeah, so this is a gorgeous card. So if you are on, I'm sorry I'm not looking up. I love seeing people come on and be able to share with everyone. So, okay, so we're going to glue this one down on this side. And you can sort of see we've got our kangaroo here. Hi, I've got someone on. Hello, Kathy. So you sort of can see we've got the kangaroo one there. And now you've got the Wild About You, and now we're going to stick the second panel on the Wild About You. So just glue up to that fold mark again, and I will give you all the measurements at the end again. Okay, so just line that one up. I just love our new stamps, and I love our new designer series paper with the pearlescence that I was showing you earlier. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now we've got to the rhino one, so we're going to actually stick that one down as well. So just a little bit of glue, and we're going to come in here. Now this would be a cute little card for a grandson. I've got lots of grandsons, so a really, really cute little card for one of them. So I'm just going to, you know, it's funny, I've been working with this glue all day and haven't had sticky fingers, and tonight I've got sticky fingers. But that's okay. Okay, so we've stuck the last one down. So you can sort of see now that the card is going to all go like this. And it is good to get your bone folder and give it a really good press down with your bone folder. So the card will open up with our panels. So we'll have our kangaroo, Wild About You, or you can have Happy Birthday. You can do a lot more decoration on these cards, but I've only got half an hour, so I'm keeping it pretty simple tonight. But I've actually also used the die cuts. I don't know if you can see the die cuts on here. I've actually put a little bit of washi tape, so I'll just pop the centre out of them. You can keep these because the pearlescent on the other side of these are beautiful, and you can use them on another card. So be mindful about your paper, it's reversed both sides, so you can use the beautiful pearlescence on the other side. So I don't throw any of that out, I keep all that. So we've got our little circles here that we're going to put around on the inside of this panel. So I'm just going to fold it around and just put the crease line in it. Okay, so once again we're going to come around with our glue, just around in there so that it sticks. And like I said, you can decorate this up as much as you want, but I've kept it pretty simple tonight. And I love the leafy type. I'm just going to get that. So just once you've got it on there, just give it a bit of a squeeze so that you're sort of, yeah, and that it's sort of stuck. Give it a squeeze on those fold lines. Okay, so that's our first one. We're going to also add one which I cut out a bit earlier because, like I said, we only have the half an hour. So we're just going to pop this on. Do live Facebook parties. So if you're someone that hasn't got a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you've got some friends that are crafty and you would love to have a online party. I love the online parties because you can invite people and your family. Like I have a lot of family in Queensland, so it's really lovely to be able to invite your family to join in because you get a hostess code. And I'm just going to bend that one over a bit. You get a hostess code and everyone can order. It gets shipped directly to their home, so you don't even have to deliver, which is really beautiful. So you can sort of see we've got our circle around this one and around this one, and we've just got our last one to do. I'm just a bit mindful because I don't want anything to get tacky there. Okay, so yeah, so if you want an online party, I've got another one booked on Saturday. Yeah, leave me a message or call me and I'd be happy to do one for you and your friends. Okay, so I forgot to do the little fold line, but that's okay. Just stick this around, just hold it for a few minutes. It is easier to put the little fold line in first. Okay, so beautiful. So we've got this, now we're going to do the cover. And my fingers are really sticky. I'm going to get a bit of, oh, it's got ink on it. Just going to get a bit of paper towel. It's really funny when you've been using it all day and it's not sticky and then it is sticky. Okay, so this is what our little card looks like so far. We've got our little kangaroo, we've got Wild About You and our little rhino. Now with the cover, what you need to do is you're going to put a seam down the centre. So what you're going to do is you're going to line it up on your grid paper, if you've got some, and just line it back a little bit from the actual edge, so you've got a little bit of the brown. Then you're going to line up the other side and do exactly the same. You're just going to come back from the edge a little bit. Now this is going to give it like a little binder. And you will need to sort of like use your bone folder so you've got a little bit of that edge in there. Okay, so this is actually going to stick to your around your card. Can you see? Now it is a little bit longer, so you've got plenty of room for it to play with. Now if you want some string to tie it up, which I'm going to put in our twine, you need to actually, oh, and you can put the twine on top actually. I was going to do it underneath because I normally, if I do ribbon, I'll put it on underneath. But I'm going to actually do it on top. Okay, so just tie it around. Or you can make a belly band. So I'm just going to stick this on here. Hello, Stacey. Lovely to see you tonight, sweetie. So this is just a beautiful card that we're making. It's really is gorgeous. So just make sure that that is stuck down on that side first. So you can sort of see we've got our kangaroo, and then you've got Wild About You and our little rhino, and we're just putting the cover on now, which is really lovely. Okay, so we're just going to put some glue on this side. Yep, time goes really fast, doesn't it? Half an hour goes very fast. Okay, I'm just going to close that over. Hopefully got that lined up. Okay, so we've got our gorgeous little card here. It's like a really pop out one here. It's got 3 little folds to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you can actually bring it around like a little carousel. It's really is a cute little card. Any grandchild would love that. Now, to finish it off, you will need to do decorate the front up. So I've got a white piece here, and I've got the little giraffe. So I'm just going to pop the giraffe on here, and some black ink. And I am mindful that our time's just about gone. I'm just going to show you the last little bit. So I'm just going to put the little giraffe in here, and it will go on the front. So we're going to put our string around so we can tie it up, which will be really nice. And guess what? I haven't got scissors over here now, but that's okay. So we'll tie that on in a minute. I might actually tie it up, and then that way it will stay closed just while I put the front cover on. Okay, so we'll just pop that there. So we've got our little giraffe, so we're going to actually, you can raise him up if you wanted to dimension it, and you could do a lot more to it. You can colour him in. I'm going to stick that over the top of our thick twine here, and then I've cut another circle out, but I'm going to use the pearlescent side on it just to give it a little bit of a difference with the little leaves and that on it. I think it's quite cute. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that around. And after I'll probably, you can colour him in a little bit. Just going to jump up and grab some scissors. Okay, so this is a gorgeous little birthday card. So if you haven't seen the whole video, you might want to go back and watch it. It's a quick, simple little card. It's got 3 little panels. It's got our little kangaroo. He's popping out through the hole there. Wild About You, and then our rhino. It's just gorgeous. We've got our little front cover, and it just ties up. So how cute is that for a little card for a grandchild? So I'll just give you the measurements again. The designer series cover was 15 centimetres by 13 centimetres. Your 6 inside panels were 14.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres. And your measurement for your circle to cut out, don't forget you fold it in half and then fold them in. Then measure your circle 3.5 centimetres from the top down, and it's roughly 3.5 there as well. Then don't forget you're going to build your little framelets together to make your frames. Hope you enjoyed our sweet little card tonight, and I'll see you all next Thursday. I'm going to say goodbye and thank you for joining me, and yeah, don't forget about our promotion that's on, and I'll see you next Thursday. See you guys. Bye.